Alright guys, now here's the one I keep bragging about. I don't know how many I've actually done, if any, on this, but I've talked about it a few times, I think. This is my old 92F. Now this weapon is a 9mm, this gun, this firearm, 9mm. We have 15 rounds plus one. This particular gun, again, is the old 92F. I've actually lost count after 50,000 rounds, to be honest with you. I'm not saying it's much over that, but it's definitely over 50,000 rounds. I log a lot of my weapons in the times that I use them. This weapon or gun has been with me. Oh, excuse me. Let me get it on the frame here. This gun, I bought this new. Oh, Jesus. I really don't remember when. It's got to be 30 years ago. This is one of the first weapons I actually bought, so I really don't remember, but it had to be at least 30 years ago. But I know that according to my log, actually I should look at the log because that'll tell me when I bought it. Like I say, over 50,000 rounds. Now, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's wear. You got some up here. You've got some. Let me pick this up here. Get that over there. Got some in here. Got some in there. The barrel's a little worn. We got some there. And if you actually look at the grip on the frame, you can see that it's even worn off. It's no longer black. It's actually turning like a silvery gray from the using of it. So, like I say, this gun, this firearm, has over 50,000 rounds. Now, with that being said, I've never had a problem with that. You can also tell there's this hammer drop safety. I have never had a problem with this gun. I've fired all kinds of ammunition with this gun. The only thing that happened to it recently was when I was breaking it down. I'm sorry, I gotta get it back in frame. On the other side here, right here, get it in the light. This little release here, which takes the slide off, there's a spring down inside, and I flipped it around one day too far, and that little spring popped on the floor. That spring is probably, oh Jesus, I couldn't tell you how small it is. Yeah, just hope that you never drop one. But it's the little spring that activates the slide release. And it dropped on this floor. And when I say small, it's a dark spring. And with it dropping on this floor, you can imagine what I went through to find it. I actually, for the first 2 days, couldn't find it. I came out here at night, ran the flashlight along the floor, at floor view, trying to see if shadows, spotlights down on it. I actually ordered the spring. They said it was going to be another 10 days or so before they were even going to have it in stock themselves. I came out here one day, not even looking for it, and there it was. So it was just there. So it was meant for me to find. So it still has the original spring in it, original barrel, original rod and spring. However, it's getting a little sloppy as far as holding its target. It's over 50,000 rounds through that damn thing. So it's time to change out the barrel and the guide, in the spring. Only because, like I say, it's a little sloppy. It's hard to hold a tight group with it. I can still do a group the size of the palm of my hand, with maybe 30 yards or so, 25, 30 yards. But if I wanted to take it any further than that, I couldn't. And actually, I shouldn't have to anyway. When it comes down to it, even 25 yards is too far. So at that up close, it's still a good gun at that 20, 22 feet, 21 foot. It's still not a problem with that. However, you know, it's getting to a point to where with the time and rounds and the age, I'm getting a little leery. So I do want to go through it and rebuild it. I'm not going to get rid of it. I'll just put it away and retire it before I do that, because it served me well. This was a duty weapon for a number of years. Hey, you can even see how it's turning gray down underneath. Yeah, under there. That used to be all black or blued. But there she be. 92F. Can't take it away. Excellent gun. And I don't know if the new ones are as good as the old ones. If they are, if you buy it, it'll treat you good for life. As long as you treat it good, it'll treat you good. It'll be your best friend. That's for sure. Man's best friend, the dog and a gun. You can't beat him. So there you go, guys. I'd recommend one of these to anybody that can have one and conceal it comfortably. And if they're not in a concealed state, then, oh man, I'll tell you, I don't know what I'd give to live in a state that didn't have a concealed law, or even a law that gives me the opportunity to carry or buy what I want. Here in Connecticut, it sucks. We can't have collapsible stocks. We can't have full automatics. You know, if we add more than 3 items to the weapon, it's no longer legal. I mean, it's just, you know, the laws in Connecticut really bite the bullet, so to speak. Actually, I was talking to the wife. I told her if we ever sell the boat, I'd like to sell the house and move into either Carolinas, the South Carolinas, Texas, or Arizona. All right, one of the 3. You know, take off 2 or 3 months, go to each one and visit it for 2 or 3 weeks each to see which one seems like it might be the best bet. See what the property values are like. You know, buy 25, 30 acres someplace and do what we got to do. Yeah, I'm kind of tired of living here on the water. So, but anyway, guys, enough of that. The 92F. Catch you later.